Okay, I have started my recording. See, we'll start. So I think you have gone through with your syllabus. You know your syllabus. So till now what we have studied, we have faced everything. We have done our biochemical part, we have done our biochemistry part, we have studied cognosy, we have studied organic chemistry, we have studied introduction in basic to pharmaceutical chemistry. All these things we have covered up. Top of that, you have done with pharmaceutical chemistry too. So in pharmaceutical chemistry 3, what you are going to study is control and coordinations. Everything related to controlling and coordination of your physiological system. In that part, what you are going to study is autonomic nervous system. First of all, the control and coordination center is your nervous system, है ना? Nervous system से ही control होता है ना सब कुछ. Everything going to be controlled by your nervous system. That's why you are studying in this chemistry. The last part of your pharmaceutical chemistry is the controlling and coordination part of your physiological system. Okay, so medicinal chemistry, you know, I think you all know regarding related to the definition about the medicinal chemistry or pharmaceutical chemistry, whatever it may be the chemistry. If you are studying related to drug, the drugs are the part which were chemical agents which were acting directly on your physiological system. That's why this chemistry what you are studying in this semester is combined varieties of subject. It is interdisciplinary subject what we are studying. No, this one is interdisciplinary subject. This combined varieties of different kind of subject what we have studied, it requires knowledge of everything. Like knowledge of organic chemistry you required to tackle with the drug, knowledge of phytochemistry you required to tackle with the natural occurring molecule, knowledge of pharmacology you required to tackle about the action and reaction of drug, and toxicology study also it requires to study how the drugs were acting, what kind of adverse effect that drug is going to be produced. Then you required the understanding and knowledge of molecular biology. You required the knowledge of biochemistry, how the drug is getting to be biosynthesized, and knowledge of computational chemistry, how the calculation can be done on the basis of synthetic molecules, and physical chemistry and statistics. Everything you required. It is amalgamation or combination of so many subjects. ठीक है, आपको इतना सारा नॉलेज चाहिए. यू रिक्वायर्ड ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द नॉलेज रिलेटेड टू अंडरस्टैंड द मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री. द लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस, ऐसे लग रहा है कि आप जब सिलेबस देखोगे इट लुक लाइक वेरी सिंपल सिलेबस, वेरी सिंपल. जो दिख रहा है व्हाट इज लुक ऑफ दैट सिलेबस इज वेरी सिंपल. इन दैट लुक यू आर हैविंग CNS, ठीक है, you are having ANS, ठीक है, and these are the two centers which share control and coordination centers. You are having CVS, ठीक है, cardiovascular system. You are having central nervous system, autonomic nervous system, cardiovascular system. The drugs which were acting on these three kind of control and coordination system. So look, जो syllabus दिख रहा है, it's not like that. Your syllabus it required understanding and knowledge of the targets where these drugs were acting. ठीक है, you are going to study in medicinal chemistry means यही आपको नजर आएगा कि you are going to study the structure, you are going to study the chemical name of that structure, you are going to study the pharmacological action of that structure. ठीक है, this much only the medicinal chemistry. No, medicinal chemistry is not this much. Medicinal chemistry is everything what you have studied in your basic. आपने organic chemistry पढ़ा, organic chemistry का आपने basic पढ़ा, OC का OC1 you have studied, then OC2 you have studied. OC2 में named reaction you have studied, ठीक है, named reaction. यहाँ पे आपने inorganic compounds जो भी रहेंगे, inorganic compound, all the inorganic molecule, the property, function, chemical nature of all inorganic compound you have studied. Here you have studied all the organic compound and named reaction. In OC3 you have studied everything related to the heterocyclic compound and different kind of chemical parts like natural chemistry, other kind of polymer chemistry, all those chemistry, what you are going to face as a drug molecule, that much we have covered up in OC3. Then the next semester you have studied the PC1, the PC1 related to the physiochemical property of drug molecule. In that you have studied what are the chemical reaction related to the solvent, related to the target molecule, what kind of bonding it form with the target molecule, and different kind of receptor you have studied. You have understood the receptor, what kind of receptors are there. When the drug is going to target onto that receptor, what will happen, how the drug can be bind with the receptor, how the drug can be combined with the receptor, and how the drug molecule can be fitting into that target, you have studied in the PC1. Top of that you have studied some drug molecule like anti-malarial, or what you have studied, anti-malarial you have studied, then you have studied antibiotic, then you have studied some natural occurring molecule like that, two or three kind of enthelmintic, anti-helminthiasis, all these drugs you have studied in the PC1. Why that much syllabus is included with the physiochemical parameter means, here you are going to understand in PC1 what is QSAR. That is not there in your syllabus, not there, it is removed from your syllabus from the Mumbai University. But QSAR is understanding of qualitative structural activity and relationship. स्ट्रक्चर की एक्टिविटी और रिलेशनशिप टारगेट मॉलिक्यूल के साथ क्या होती है, that you are going to study in QSAR. So SAR part is very very important while studying the drug molecule, because that structure, how it will activate on your physiological system, and what kind of reaction it occurs, and what kind of relationship it is having with the physiological condition as well as the chemical property, and how the deficiency can be treated, that you are going to study in the structural activity and relationship. And that you are explaining to the examiner that this is the structure, this is the activity, and this is the relationship, and the chemical name of that kind of molecule. So this is the introductory part. PC1 is nothing but the introductory part what you have studied in your TYB form. Then slowly you move towards the PC2. The PC2, the chemistry 2 is nothing but solely it is depend on the medicinal chemistry, the medicinal part of the compound. Medicinal part of the compound, it is PC1, PC2 and PC3 divided into half and half part. So here the physiological drug which were acting on the deficiency of physiochemical parameter, that you have studied in PC2, but the drugs which were acting on the control and coordination system, that you are going to study in PC3. Okay, so this is the difference between PC2 and PC3. But to understand this subject, so this is nothing but the research based subject. Research based subject. This PC2 and PC3 is research based subject. It is not like that you are studying the drug molecule, you understanding the mechanism, how you are going to prescribe the drug molecule, okay, and what kind of knowledge you require to explain to the patient that this drug is having this kind of physiological property, this kind of chemical property. That's why we are going to prescribe that drug to the patient. Okay? Before giving drug to the patient, you are gone through with all these chemical properties, and it's not a joke. ठीक है, इतना सारा जब आपने पढ़ा है, this is not the joke. It is not the joke. Here what you are studying, the last part of your chemistry is the research based chemistry. Final year में जो भी पढ़ रहे हो आप लोग, that is research based one, because it is depending on OC1, it is depending on organic chemistry, phytochemistry, biochemistry, physiological chemistry, pharmaceutics, pharmacology, everything related to the drug molecule. After understanding this subject, you become a truly pharmacist. Okay? Because now this part, on this stage, you know everything related to the drug molecule. When I am going to, you are getting confident that when the patient is getting prescribed with this drug, patient को जब हम लोग drug prescribe करते हैं, then you know that what kind of action, physiological action, what kind of adverse effect, everything can be gone through with the patient gone through with the drug. Is it treatable or it will produce from adverse effect? That much of knowledge you are having on this stage. Okay, now we'll start with our part of chemistry is PC3. Okay, walaikum salam. PC3. Now PC3 here will start with the nervous system. Okay, control and coordination system. That control, now you know the definition. Definition is nothing but medicinal chemistry का definition इतना है, study of drug. That is the simple definition. The technical definition is to medicinal chemistry is this one is an interdisciplinary science where the combination of varieties of subject you are going to study the pharmacology, toxicology, molecular biology, biochemistry, computational chemistry, all this chemistry you are going to study in the subject. It also includes the drug and pharmacological property, toxic effect and QSAR. Everything related to this thing you are going to study here. Now, I will start with your core subject. I will start with the topic that is nervous system. I'll change the color of my pen. एक मिनट, मैं अपने पेन का कलर चेंज ब्लैक. ठीक है, now we'll start with the nervous system. हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे अभी व्हाट इज नर्वस सिस्टम. ठीक है, द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ योर मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री इज नर्वस सिस्टम. द फार्माकोलॉजी आपको पता ही है क्या है नर्वस सिस्टम. द नर्वस सिस्टम इज नथिंग बट द सिस्टम, इट इज द पार्ट, it is the part of control and coordination center where it is different, it is similar in some human being as well as the animal bodies, behavior of animal body, some animal body plus human beings are similar. Why it is similar? Because whenever we are synthesizing any kind of drug which we are acting on the nervous system, first of all we are going to assess those kind of drug molecule on the animals, those animals which are having similar physical and chemical properties related to the human being. Suppose for example mouse will come under that, dog will come under that, then a rabbit will come under that, then guinea pigs are come under that. So their brain, the neurotransmitters or chemical messenger of their nervous system, then chemical messenger of human being nervous systems are somewhat similar. Because of that, first of all, we are going to synthesize the drug molecule which we are acting on the nervous system. So the same drug, we are first of all, we'll assess those drugs on those kind of animal which are having similar properties, similar physiochemical properties or similar kind of action and reaction which is going to be produced like a human brain. ठीक है, तो अभी नर्वस सिस्टम को हम लोग क्लासिफाई करेंगे दो पार्ट में, बिकॉज वी आर डायरेक्टली गोइंग विद द सेंट्रल नर्वस ड्रग विच वी आर एक्टिंग ऑन सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम. So first of all, before we are starting with our CNS, we'll classify this nervous system. You know that you have studied in pharmacology, you are going to study in pharmacology, you know everything related to the nervous system. But to understand the target part of the drug molecule, you require this much of knowledge, how the structural activity relationship can be correlated with that drug molecule. ठीक है, स्ट्रक्चरल एक्टिविटी और रिलेशनशिप को कोरिलेट करने के लिए, उसको अंडरस्टैंड करने के, जब मेरा ड्रग टारगेट पे एक्ट कर रहा है, व्हेन माय ड्रग इज गोइंग टू बी फिट इनटू दैट पैकेट वो pocket, what kind of pharmacological action or adverse effect it going to produce. Now other than that, we required which kind of target part where our drug molecule can produce different kind of physiological action. To understand that, we'll brush up the pharmacology of your subject before going deep into the chemistry part. Here, peripheral nervous system, it is classified into two types, that is peripheral nervous system. Okay, and another one, the central nervous system. So we are going to focus on the central nervous system, but peripheral nervous system connected to the central nervous system. जब भी हम कोई ड्रग दे रहे हैं, we should understand the what is autonomic nervous system. It is controlled by will, but it is not controlled by will. The chemical messenger which were traveling around the central nervous system, they were not controlled by will, but they can be coordinated with the central nervous system. Coordinate कर सकते हैं हम लोग, जो chemical messenger है उसको coordinate कर सकते हैं एक दूसरे को based upon our controlling power, but we can't predict, we can't assess, and we can't target directly to those chemical messenger, but proportion of those chemical messenger which will produce the pharmacological action, that can be controlled with the central nervous system. Abhi chemical messenger kya hai, that little bit introduction we are going to say, that is everything related to the chemicals which were present in the central nervous system, that will ब्रश अप एवरीथिंग, जो भी आपने पढ़ा है कॉग्निसी में, जो भी आपने पढ़ा है कोलॉजी में, दैट वी रिक्वायर्ड लिटिल बिट नॉलेज एंड लिटिल बिट अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ दिस नर्वस सिस्टम बिफोर गोइंग थ्रू द केमिस्ट्री ऑफ ड्रग. ठीक है, तो पेरिफेरल नर्वस सिस्टम एक हो गया, अपना सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम हो गया. पेरिफेरल नर्वस सिस्टम अभी आपको पता ही है, पेरिफेरल नर्वस सिस्टम में क्या रहता है. हियर इन द पेरिफेरल नर्वस सिस्टम यू आर हैविंग द ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम, ANS, you are having autonomic nervous system, and another one part of peripheral nervous system is somatic nervous system. ठीक है, somatic system, ये भी हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. But these drug and what is the difference between these drug and these drug, will differentiate and will understand the classification as well as pharmacological action of peripheral nerve drug acting on peripheral nervous system and drug acting on central nervous system. ठीक है, ANS हो गया और सोमैटिक नर्वस सिस्टम हो गया. एटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम में आता है अपना पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. अगेन इट इज क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू टाइप्स, एटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम, पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम एंड सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. ठीक है, इसका डिस्क्रिप्शन हम लोग जब पढ़ेंगे, जब हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे अपना ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम. देन अनदर वन पार्ट इज सोमैटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. दिस सोमैटिक नर्वस सिस्टम also classified into two parts means the drugs what we have synthesized which were acting on somatic nervous system were acting directly on sensory neurons. ठीक है, these drugs acting peripheral nervous system के अंदर अपना है somatic system. That somatic system contains sensory nerves, the sensory receptor. These drugs, somatic nervous system drug act not on parasympathetic nerve. ऐसा कोई ड्रग नहीं बनाएंगे जो डायरेक्टली एक्टिंग ऑन पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. वी आर गोइंग टू सिंथेसाइज द ड्रग इन सच ए वे दैट but the drug is acting on this part, of course, but they are producing their pharmacological action on somatic system. The target of somatic system were particularly on sensory nerves, sensory nerve and motor nerves. ठीक है, तो ये होगा एक पार्ट अपना एटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम का, जो जब हम लोग इसके ड्रग पढ़ेंगे दैट टाइम वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट दिस. बट हियर we are studying the two parts central nervous system, the two parts, that is the drugs which were acting directly on brain, the drugs which were acting directly on spinal cord. ठीक है, spinal cord, the deficiency disease which were related to the dysfunctioning of spinal cord, and deficiency of drugs which were relating to the brains. ठीक है, related to brain, that means we are not synthesizing any kind of drug which is directly acting on brain, because blood brain barrier is there which will allow us to move the drug or penetrate the drug directly into the brain or directly into the spinal cord. Everything is covered. We have to synthesize the drugs in such a way that should act directly on its target. तो जो टारगेट पे एक्ट करेंगे we are going to study that kind of drugs. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया अपना, मेरा डिस्कनेक्ट तो नहीं हो गया? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are studying the target part of those molecules. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया अपना basic part of this nervous system. I'm going to add another page, nervous system. ठीक है, अब देखो, अब dramatic changes we going to be formed from this onwards. The nervous system consists of two receptor. nervous system के पास सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम के पास 2 रिसेप्टर रहते, 2 काइंड ऑफ रिसेप्टर, 2 काइंड ऑफ रिसेप्टर, दिस सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम containing 2 kind of receptor. See, why I am explaining it, it is not required, this is not required to understand. Why I am explaining everything from the scratch means जब आप लोग ड्रग के फार्माकोलॉजिकल एक्शन पढ़ोगे, इसके अंदर का इफ यू आर राइटिंग वन टेक्निकल वर्ड देन यू विल गेट ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द मार्क्स. ठीक है. सो 2 काइंड्स ऑफ रिसेप्टर. Receptor means targeting. We are targeting in central nervous system. We are targeting 2 kind of receptor. One is ionotropic receptor. ठीक है, ionotropic receptor. Here we are having ionic channels. Ionic channels. Ionotropic receptor में हम लोग जब ड्रग को ionotropic 2 kind of receptor है, एक ionotropic receptor है. ये ionotropic receptor में ionic channels रहते हैं. The ionic channel pores. It contains pore of ionic channel. Those ionic, what kind of ions which contain the pore of this ionic channel means this pore of ionic channel contains sodium, ठीक है, plus potassium plus and chlorine minus. This ionic pore contain these kind of ions which were flow directly. ऐसे ही फ्लो. देखो जब डेड बॉडी रहती है ये आयनिक चैनल काम नहीं करेंगे. when the body is dead, when there is no oxygen, when there is no pharmacological action, these ions were not going to work out. The ions were work out only by activation. ठीक है. आयन कब वर्कआउट करेंगे? ओनली बाय एक्टिवेशन. एक्टिवेशन, इसको एक्टिवेट करने के लिए हमारे फिजियोलॉजिकल सिस्टम में so many kind of messengers are there to activate sodium, to activate potassium and to activate chlorine. When the deficiency of activation is there, we are not going to give sodium, potassium or chlorine to that patient. We are going to give the drug molecule to that patient which is having activity to stimulate the sodium, potassium as well as chlorine. ठीक है, understood? So one kind of receptor is ionic receptor that called as ionotropic receptor which contain ionic channel pores. ठीक है, pores of ionic channel. Another receptor which we are going to target, particularly if we are synthesizing the drug molecule which we are acting on central nervous system, is metabotropic receptor. ठीक है, this is second receptor. This is first ionotropic receptor which contain ionic channel which will flow by activation. Then another one is metatropic receptor or metabotropic receptor. This is indirectly linked. It's not directly linked to the ionic channel, but these receptors are different kind of receptor रहते हैं. हमको पता है कि एक्सॉन रहता है, हमारे पास ब्रेन है, ब्रेन कनेक्टेड to different kind of nerve. Those nerves are in between connected to axon. Those are called as smallest part which were having the capacity to move the ion as well as this secondary messenger to the part of the brain if something happened to our physiological system or autonomic nervous system. ठीक है, ये ड्रग मॉलिक्यूल काम करेगा. तो उसके लिए हमारे पास 2 रिसेप्टर है. 2 रिसेप्टर कहाँ है? ऑलमोस्ट ऑल एवरीवेयर, वेरेवर द केमिकल मैसेंजर्स आर देयर, these receptors were present to activate the ionic channel. Then the metabotropic receptor is indirectly, ये इतना याद रखना आप लोग, भूलना मत. indirectly, these are indirectly linkage, these are indirectly linked with ionic channel, indirectly linked with ionic channel. So these are not directly linked with the channel, but they are indirectly linked with the ionotropic receptor. ये तो फ्लो होते हैं, एक्टिवेट होने पर ही फ्लो होते हैं. ये आयन दैट वी नो फ्रॉम द पोर्स, पोर में प्रेजेंट रहते हैं ये आयन. these ions activate only when the metabotropic receptor is connected to the ionotropic receptor, but 2 kinds of receptor simultaneously present. ठीक है, आयन को एक्टिवेट करने के लिए हमको चाहिए मेटाबोट्रोपिक रिसेप्टर. So these receptors indirectly connected with the ionic channel. थ्रू द सिग्नल ट्रांसमिशन, ठीक है, थ्रू सिग्नल ट्रांसमिशन, सिग्नल्स देगा ये, जब ये सिग्नल्स देगा तब ये एक्टिवेट होगा, जब ये एक्टिवेट होगा तो आयन का फ्लो स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, जब आयन का फ्लो स्टार्ट हो जाएगा देन आवर बॉडी स्टार्ट फंक्शनिंग नॉर्मली, ठीक है, ठीक है। सिग्नल और अबनॉर्मल कब होता है, जब हम लोग डिसीज और ड्रग पढ़ते हैं, दैट टाइम विल सी थ्रू द सिग्नल, ठीक है, थ्रू द सिग्नल transduction, through the signal transduction. So these receptors indirectly link with the ionic channel through the signal transduction mechanism, ठीक है, मैकेनिज्म, ठीक है। सच एज हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था, जब हम लोग टीवाईबी फॉर्म, मैंने ही पढ़ा था टीवाईबी फॉर्म में, हम लोग जब फिजियोकेमिकल प्रॉपर्टी पढ़ रहे थे, जब दैट टाइम वी हैव स्टडीड द जी प्रोटीन्स, we have studied the G proteins. So this mechanism is present in G protein kind of receptor, G protein. So this one is very, very important protein, G proteins, which is activated by intracellular event, not extracellular. These G proteins activated intracellularly, ठीक है, cellularly. देखो, जब सोडियम पोटेशियम क्लोरीन को एक्टिवेट करने के लिए हमको मेटाबोट्रोपिक रिसेप्टर चाहिए, ठीक है, मेटाबोट्रोपिक रिसेप्टर वो रिसेप्टर होते हैं जो डायरेक्टली लिंक विद द आयोनोट्रोपिक रिसेप्टर, व्हेन दीज लिंक विद द आयोनिक रिसेप्टर्स, सो ऑन दैट टाइम, अभी ये इसको लिंक है, बट मेटाबोट्रोपिक रिसेप्टर डायरेक्टली वर्किंग ऑन द मैकेनिज्म ऑफ जी प्रोटीन, ठीक है. So this G protein activate intracellularly. So these receptor activating intracellularly. When the mechanism of activation of this G protein is proper, then the ions will flow automatically in a proper form, in a normal form. In a normal form, this ionotropic receptor will work out. समझ गए? तो दो हमारे रिसेप्टर रहेंगे, दो काइंड ऑफ टारगेट रहेंगे, ठीक है. नाउ ड्रग एक्टिंग ऑन दिस नर्वस सिस्टम, कौन कौन से डिफिशियंसी है जब ये आयोनिक फ्लो कम होता है या मेटाबोट्रोपिक रिसेप्टर काम नहीं करता है, व्हेन दिस इज नॉट वर्किंग प्रॉपरली, व्हेन फ्लो ऑफ आयन इज नॉट प्रॉपर, what kind of deficiency disorder the human being will going to be face is that जब ये काम नहीं करेंगे on that time इट अफेक्ट लाइफ ऑफ ऑलमोस्ट ऑल एवरीवन. मेरे ऊपर भी इफेक्ट होगा, अगर कुछ डिफिशियंसी रही तो आपके ऊपर भी इफेक्ट होगा, जो भी जानदार दरिंदा परिंदा दुनिया में है सब इफेक्ट होंगे. ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द ह्यूमन और लिविंग लाइफ विल गेट अफेक्टेड इफ द डिसऑर्डर ऑफ दिस टू काइंड ऑफ रिसेप्टर, ठीक है. जब सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम के अंदर डिसऑर्डर स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं, when human being, what kind of deficiency the human being is facing means the drug selectively, जो ड्रग हम selectively यूज करेंगे to relieve pain, हम लोग दर्द, the pain, pressure, temperature, everything comes by the deficiency of central nervous system, the deficiency of chemical messenger which were present in the central nervous system. So relieve drug जो भी बनाएंगे हम लोग, generally I am explaining the technical point of view, the drugs which were acting on this kind will discuss. First of all, the generally what kind of deficiency we are affecting due to this kind of abnormality will face if we are treating with this kind of drug is we are relieving our pain, will relieve our pain, relieve pain, दर्द को कम करेंगे हम लोग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द ड्रग्स विच वर एक्टिंग टू ट्रीट द और रिड्यूस द पेन एंड प्रेशर, रिलीव पेन, रिड्यूस फीवर. अब हम लोग अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ गया, सो दैट वी आर गोइंग टू ट्रीट, टेक्निकल वर्ड आई एम गोइंग टू यूज लेटर, रिलीव पेन, रिड्यूस प्रेशर, ठीक है, सॉरी रिड्यूस टेम्परेचर मीन्स अगर ये दो हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं, द ड्रग्स विच आर एक्टिंग ऑन व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी, अगर ये दो हम लोग ट्रीट कर रहे हैं तो व्हाट इज द टेक्निकल वर्ड फॉर एंटीपायरेटिक ड्रग, एंटीपायरेटिक एनाल्जेसिक. सो दिस ड्रग्स विच आर एक्टिंग टू रिड्यूस द पेन, टू रिलीव द पेन एंड टू रिड्यूस द बॉडी टेम्परेचर, ठीक है. नाउ disorder of movement, disorder, suppressive disorder associated with the movement. ठीक है, suppress the disorders, disorder, different kind of disorders or movements associated with the deficiency, different kind of disorder. And next one is induce sleep. Sleep को induce करने के लिए we are going to tackle with this kind of drug and reduce the disorder of eating disorder. ठीक है, खाना भूख लगना, वॉमिट होना, all this kind of drug and drugs which were reduce or allay the tendency of vomiting. ठीक है. Then some selective drugs were there, some selectively useful drugs which were acting on the deficiency are anxiety drugs which were acting directly on the anxiety, depression, anxiety, depression, and another one chemical name is schizophrenia. ठीक है, these are selective drug. Treatment of anxiety, anti-anxiety drug, treatment of depression, anti-depression drug which were acting on sedative and hypnotics, and schizophrenic drugs, the drugs which were acting on schizophrenia. So these are the selective drugs which were going to be treated with drugs which were comes under the class of एक्टिंग ऑन CNS डिसऑर्डर्स. ठीक है, हम लोग पेन को रिलीव करेंगे, हम लोग टेम्परेचर को रिड्यूस करेंगे, वी आर गोइंग टू रिड्यूस द टेम्परेचर, वी आर गोइंग टू सप्रेस द मूवमेंट ऑफ डिसऑर्डर, we are going to treat if deficiency associated with the sleep, we are going to treat the hunger, we are going to treat if the human being, if he is not taking his meal properly, that can also be treated with the drugs which were associated with the nervous system. We can allay the vomiting, the sensation of vomiting also can be treated with the drug associated with this system. Then some selective drugs were there which were treated the disorder, serious disorder associated with the CNS system, that is anxiety, anti-anxietic drug, anti-depression drug, and drugs which were acting on schizophrenia. ठीक है, so these are the different kind of drugs which we are going to utilize to treat the deficiency related to this thing. ठीक है, समझ गए आप लोग? समझ में आ रहा है जो बोल रही हूँ? समझ में आया? हेलो, एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes, ma'am.
सब लोग सो तो नहीं गए ना? सुन रहे
No,
हो?
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है कि सो गए सब लोग, सुन नहीं रहा कोई भी. ठीक है, ओके. बिफोर स्टार्टिंग और बिफोर going deeper into the drugs which were present in the market, which kind of first drug which is used to treat the CNS disorder? पहला तो अपना, first of all you understand the physiological system, your mechanism of physiological system. Your body is contain amino acid. मैंने क्यों बोला कि before understanding the medicinal chemistry you should require the knowledge of biochemistry, because in the biochemistry you have studied, in biology as well as biochemistry you have studied the amino acid, and drug which we are going to synthesize from the amino acid, that also you have studied in OC3. Okay, amino acid, different kind of, our body is made up of different kind of proteins, primary, secondary, and tertiary protein. The protein contain amino acid, different kind of amino acid. The first drug which is synthesized from the amino acid which can be used to treat the CNS disorder is first drug. आप इसको याद रखना, monoaminase. Monoaminase is the first drugs which is used to treat the deficiency or CNS deficiency or movement of ionic channels which were present in the central nervous system. Ma'am, सफा का डाटा है ओके, जिसका डाटा का प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है, उन लोग CR को बोल दो, वो अटेंडेंस डाल देगा. ठीक है, फर्स्ट ड्रग इज मोनोअमाइनेज, फर्स्ट ड्रग. जो बिफोर going deeper into the drugs which were acting on sedative hypnotics, drugs which were acting on anticonvulsant, drugs which were acting on anxiolytic agent, all those drugs वो तो बाद में आए ना मार्केट में, they are come into existence later. ठीक है, we have invented differently according to our deficiency, we have synthesized. जैसे कि अभी अपने को कोरोना वायरस है, हमको पता नहीं था कि कौन सा ड्रग एक्ट करेगा. ठीक है, now we have identified so many drugs to treat the deficiency. Now we have synthesized the vaccination. We are going to give the vaccination to completely eradicate this kind of disorders. ठीक है, ये इसको ट्रीट करने के लिए हम लोग completely eliminate करने के लिए we are going to give the vaccination, because the live vaccination they will fight with the organisms or microorganism related to that one. ठीक है, but first drug which is acting on central nervous system is monoamino oxidase. जो हम लोगों ने असेस किया था, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दे हैव असेस्ड ऑन CNS transmitters. CNS transmitter, different kind of transmitters are there, different kind of transmitters, the neurotransmitters are there. So these monoamines, first of all the metabolic pathway can be understood in the lab animals. ठीक है, because lab animal like mouse. ठीक है, we have understood that monoamino, first of all they have synthesized monoaminase because we know that this drug is acting directly on the CNS transmitters. So the same drug we have assessed on the mouse before giving to the patient. So it gave the understanding that in the lab animal they are acting directly on the noradrenergic receptor, acting directly on the dopaminergic receptor, dopamine, acting directly on serotonergic receptor. So this three receptor, this monoamine is acting in lab animal on this three receptor. ठीक है, so this three receptor similarly present in human brain. So ये receptor मैं क्यों बता रही हूँ, because our drug what we are targeting to this receptor only. That's why I am giving the little bit introduction to this kind of transmitter. मैं अभी पूरा नहीं जा रही हूँ. I am not going deeply to the subject because that is completely related to the pharmacology. Pharmacology is a very vast subject. You have to understand each and everything about the physiological system. But here we are targeting to the receptor. Because of that, we require the knowledge to write the activity and relationship. That's why we required each and every step or name of this chemical, where these are present, how they are going to flow. That we are going to understand by utilizing this flow chart. Okay? So this neurotransmitter, so this receptor that like noradrenergic receptor, dopaminergic receptor and serotonergic receptor. So this similar receptor what we have assessed in lab animal, the similar receptors are present in brain of human beings. Like the human being, we know that we are having neurotransmitters. ठीक है, न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर हमको पता है, हमारे पास न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर्स है. The neurotransmitters are categorized according to the chemical nature. We are having neurotransmitter, but these neurotransmitters are differently according to the chemical property. ठीक है, chemical proper according to the chemical property we have classified the different neurotransmitters. ठीक है, like chemically we have classified means we are having अमाइनो एसिड्स. ठीक है, हमारे पास अमाइनो एसिड है. देन ऑल्सो वी आर हैविंग अमाइन्स. ठीक है, वी आर हैविंग पेप्टाइड्स, दैट इज मोनोपेप्टाइड, डाइपेप्टाइड, ट्राइपेप्टाइड, ऑल दोस पेप्टाइड, दीज आर द बाउंड्स. ठीक है, एंड प्यूरिन्स. ठीक है, अभी देखो कंप्लीटली यू गिव कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ओवर हियर. मोनोअमाइनेज इज वन काइंड ऑफ अमाइन containing drug. ठीक है, first of all what we have identified to treat the CNS disorder, before giving to the human we have assessed that when in the lab animal these drugs were acting on the neuroadrenergic receptor, dopaminergic receptor, serotonergic receptor. ठीक है, so these receptors are present in the brain of this lab animal. So similarly the similar neurotransmitters were present in the human brain. So those names were neurotransmitter. In human brain, these neurotransmitters classified according to the chemical nature. ठीक है, अकॉर्डिंग टू द केमिकल नेचर एंड प्रॉपर्टी। हम लोगों ने, मैंने बोला था कि सारे सब्जेक्ट का नॉलेज चाहिए इसको अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए। सिमिलरली वी हैव क्लासिफाइड द न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर according to the chemical nature. We have classified amino acid containing drugs were there, ठीक है, then amine containing drugs were there, then peptides, the drugs which is acting directly on the peptide bonds, which is the complex, अगर हमारा complex physiological condition we are targeting to the peptide bond or complex amino acid, tertiary amino acid or quaternary amino acid in our physiological system, directly we are targeting to the peptide bond, that is monopeptide bond. Multiple bonds are there in the receptor, multiple kind of amino acid. The neurotransmitters are made up of the proteins, everything is made up, हमारी body protein से बनी है, ठीक है, everything is made up of protein. जब हमारी body protein से बनी है, so these are the chemical messengers classified according to the nature. अमाइनो एसिड अमाइन है, पेप्टाइड है, जो ड्रग डायरेक्टली पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड पे एक्ट करेंगे, दोज आर डिफरेंट. Then the drugs which were acting on the part of purine and pyrimidine, the metabolism of purine and pyrimidine, those were different. ठीक है, so these are म्यूट कर लो, कोई भी अगर बाहर है तो प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ. So purine and pyrimidine kind of drug. So this is the first part of treatment. ठीक है, ये हो गया अपने केमिकल मैसेंजर जो हम लोग देखेंगे अपने नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में. अंडरस्टूड? यू पीपल अंडरस्टूड एवरीथिंग? समझ में आया सबको? तो ये सारे न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर है भाई. ये न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर में अमाइनो एसिड के पार्ट में वी आर हैविंग गाबा अमाइनो एसिड. so this everything, the system is called as, whole system is called as, पूरा सिस्टम जो हमारा न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर है, ये एक सिस्टम को वी विल कॉल दिस वन एज द electrophysiological system. Electrophysiological system. The whole system is called as electrophysiological system because the flow of chemical messenger can be takes place with this kind of chemical messenger. That's why the electricity impulses can be transmitted from the brain to treat the disorder. That's why this is called as electrophysiological chemistry. The drugs which were acting directly on electrophysiological chemistry are of two types. The drugs which were produce depolarization of the receptor, depolarization of receptor and hyperpolarization of receptor. दो काइंड के होते हैं ड्रग, जो डिपोलराइज भी करेंगे और हाइपरपोलराइज भी करेंगे. ठीक है, विथआउट ड्रग ऑल्सो द फिजियोलॉजिकल सिस्टम कैन बी मेंटेन. अगर डीपोलराइजेशन हो रहा है तो हमारे पास, सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल अपने पास पेंसिल, अपने पास there in spleen we are having beta cells of islets of Langerhans. Those beta cells are having capacity to metabolize the excess of sugar which is present. Sugar को metabolize करने के लिए we require the beta cells. ठीक है, properly how much insulin can be produced from beta cells that can be metabolized or metabolize the sugar which is present in the blood or different part of the body. ठीक है, तो इंसुलिन अपने पास इनबिल्ड है. सिमिलरली सम केमिकल्स, इनबिल्ड केमिकल्स आर देयर थे, जैसे कि अपने पास इनबिल्ड होते हैं, तो अगर उसकी डिफिशियंसी होती है वी आर गोइंग टू गिव फ्रॉम द एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेस. सो हाइपरपोलराइजेशन ऑफ रिसेप्टर एंड डीपोलराइजेशन ऑफ रिसेप्टर. अगर डीपोलराइजेशन हो रहा है देन द टेक्निकल नेम ऑफ डीपोलराइजेशन इज excitatory system. ठीक है, दिस excitatory system is nothing but the depolarization. अब जो केमिकल मैसेंजर एक्ट करते हैं डीपोलराइजेशन करने के लिए आर द ग्लूटामेट. प्लीज रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ दिस केमिकल मैसेंजर. ग्लूटामेट, ठीक है, ग्लूटामेट, aspartate and other biological catecholamine. ठीक है, catecholamine, glutamate, aspartate and other catecholamines which causes the electrophysiological system depolarization. Depolarization of the receptor can be done by ग्लूटामेट, अस्पर्टेट एंड कैटेकोलामाइन. ठीक है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द एक्सिटेटरी सिस्टम. अनदर वन इज इनहिबिटरी सिस्टम. ठीक है, इनहिबिटरी सिस्टम इज नथिंग बट द हाइपरपोलराइजेशन. हाइपरपोलराइजेशन कब होता है? व्हेन वी आर हैविंग दिस केमिकल मैसेंजर, दैट इज गाबा, gamma aminobutyric acid, the main chemical messenger, the superior, the important chemical messenger is GABA and glycine. GABA and glycine, these are present in the neuron. ठीक है, न्यूरॉन, समझ गए? These are the chemical messenger which were acting directly the depolarization as well as hyperpolarization part. So this one is very very important. So whatever drugs we are utilizing to treat the deficiency of GABA, जो भी ड्रग पढ़ेंगे हम लोग, which were acting on excitatory effect and inhibitory effect. ठीक है, ये फंक्शनल एस्पेक्ट है पूरे हमारे सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम की. इन द नेक्स्ट चैप्टर we'll define the different kind of functional aspect of the receptor. तो हमने रिसेप्टर का अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गया. I will okay, okay, फर्स्ट स्लाइड क्या थी हमारी भाई? Okay, we have started with the nervous system, we have classified the nervous system. After that we have classified the receptor which were present in the nervous system, which were acting on the nervous system, and how many kind of deficiency generally called the deficiency disorder associated with the central nervous system. Now after that we have understood what kind of receptor or chemical messengers which were present in the central nervous system. Okay, so this 3 slides we have studied. The recording of this slide I am going to forward you on your classroom link. Recording मैं forward कर दूंगी आप लोगों को. Before leaving the class आप लोग अपना अपना मैसेज टाइप कर दो कि you were present and that I will get the summary of your presentation. You understood what I want to explain? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? ठीक है, और ये अपना बेसिक रहेगा पूरा का पूरा सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम जब तक खत्म नहीं हो जाता. ठीक है, a functional aspect of receptor we are going to understand in the next class. ठीक है, ओके. सीआर कौन है भाई क्लास का?
शाइस्ता.
हाँ शाइस्ता, सबके अटेंडेंस ले लो. आप लोग यहाँ पे टाइप कर दो, सारे लोग अपना अपना रूल नंबर टाइप कर लो. प्रेजेंट मत लिखना, जस्ट टाइप योर रूल नंबर. Okay, in next class we'll discuss about the functional aspect of the receptor. उसके बाद हम लोग ड्रग्स और सिंथेसिस डिस्कस करेंगे. ओवर. हो गया सबका?